Good morning, and welcome to World in 5, your trusted source for comprehensive coverage of today's most pressing events, delivered with accuracy, integrity, and insight. The video highlights claims by medical workers in Israel that Palestinian detainees from Gaza are being mistreated in hospitals. They describe detainees being shackled to beds, blindfolded, sometimes naked, and forced to wear nappies. Whistleblowers say these practices include performing procedures without painkillers, causing extreme pain, and critically ill detainees being denied proper treatment. The potential ICC arrest warrants for Israeli and Hamas leaders signify serious legal and political implications. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu furiously denounced the warrants as a moral outrage of historic proportions, asserting that Israel is fighting a just war against Hamas, which he called a genocidal terrorist organization. He also launched a personal attack on ICC Chief Prosecutor Karim Khan, labeling him as one of the great anti-Semites in modern times. The warrants suggest both Netanyahu and Hamas leader Yahya Sinwar could face prosecution for alleged war crimes and crimes against humanity, intensifying international scrutiny and legal challenges for both parties involved in the Gaza conflict. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has vehemently criticized the International Criminal Court's prosecutor for seeking arrest warrants against him and Hamas leaders over alleged war crimes in the Gaza conflict. Netanyahu condemned the comparison of democratic Israel with mass murderers, a sentiment echoed by U.S. President Joe Biden, who asserted no equivalence exists between Israel and Hamas. ICC prosecutor Karim Khan stated there are reasonable grounds to believe Netanyahu and Defense Minister Yoav Gallant are criminally responsible for alleged war crimes and crimes against humanity in Gaza. The ICC is also pursuing a warrant for Hamas leader Yahya Sinwar for war crimes. Russia is employing glide bombs, which are inexpensive yet highly destructive weapons, to intensify its offensive in Ukraine. Over 200 of these bombs have been reportedly deployed in a week to bombard the northern town of Vovchansk as part of Russia's ongoing cross-border advance near Kharkiv. Our next segment dives into the latest updates on court, trials, and politics. On his final day of testimony, Michael Cohen, former lawyer and fixer for Donald Trump, admitted to stealing thousands of dollars from Trump's company. This acknowledgement came as Trump's legal team aimed to discredit Cohen by highlighting his past misconduct. Under questioning from lead defense lawyer Todd Blanche, Cohen confessed to embezzling tens of thousands from the company. 9 men are on trial in Greece, accused of causing the worst migrant shipwreck in the Mediterranean in a decade, which may have resulted in the deaths of up to 600 people last June. They face life imprisonment if convicted of people smuggling and causing the fishing boats sinking. However, the BBC has uncovered key discrepancies in the case. The indictment is based on evidence contradicted by at least 6 survivors who claimed the Coast Guard caused the boat to capsize and then pressured them to blame the Egyptians. Taiwan's newly inaugurated president, William Lai, has called on China to cease its threats against the island nation and recognize its democratic system. Lai urged Beijing to replace confrontation with dialogue shortly after assuming office on Monday. He also asserted Taiwan's firm stance against intimidation from China, which has persistently claimed sovereignty over the island. In response, China's foreign ministry spokesperson, Wang Wenbin, declared that Taiwan independence is a dead end, emphasizing that any pursuit of independence would ultimately fail. Our next segment dives into the latest updates on natural disasters. Australia and New Zealand have received approval to send planes to New Caledonia to evacuate travelers stranded due to unrest that shut down the international airport. Australia will deploy 2 planes on Tuesday to assist some of the 300 registered citizens. New Zealand will also start a series of flights to bring around 50 people home. The unrest started after Paris lawmakers approved changes allowing more French residents to vote in local elections, a decision Indigenous leaders argue will weaken the political influence of Native people. Thanks for tuning in to World in 5 for your daily dose of news and updates. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss out on breaking stories and insightful analysis.